pricing and what it means for you, okay? So a lot of people think that when a company, you know, goes into a singular focus, like why are we raising the prices, right? Like this is probably something that you guys are asking yourself. Well, the reality is this, ladies and gentlemen. Let me go back to sharing my screen. First of all, every single member of the Akashx community who is already here, because of your loyalty, you will be grandfathered into the existing prices. This is not a cash grab. This is not a way for Akashx to make more money, okay? So every single person who has a membership through November 3rd will be grandfathered into the existing pricing that we have inside Akashx. This, I repeat, is not a money grab. It's not a cash grab. Akashx doesn't need more money. MDC doesn't need more money. No, not at all, okay? So in order to reward your loyalty, we're gonna make sure that you're grandfathered in, okay? That's number one. Number two, anyone who gets started in Akashx from right now until the 3rd of November, we're gonna waive their enrollment fee. Okay, we're going to waive the enrollment fee, and they can lock in at 149 and they will be grandfathered in. Okay, so I want to make sure, drop a 222 in the chat box if that makes sense. You understand? We're not raising the prices on you. If you're an existing customer, don't worry. Now let's talk about why we're increasing the pricing a little bit. Number one, as a singular focus, and the compensation plan is going to be way more aggressive now. It's going to be paying the affiliates a lot more. And in order for us to really make sure we have a strong ecosystem that thrives, we have to make necessary changes in order for that to happen. Look, Akashx might not be the largest company. It might not be the fastest growing company, but we're going to be the ones who do it right. We're going to be the ones who do this for the next 11 years, for the next 20 years. Does that make sense to you guys? Like, we're not just trying to create hype and momentum so we can make a little bit of money for the next 2 years and then run to the next deal. This is a long-term, mission-driven opportunity, and we're going to do this the right way. Guys, drop right way in the chat box if you understand what I'm saying. Right way, okay? Now, when it comes down to the pricing, again, understand it so that we can do more events. And we don't want to just do affiliate-driven events, guys. When we step into 2026, we want to do in-person boot camps. We want to fly our educators out to boot camps to meet with you, sit down with you as customers, shake your hand, do the homework with you, show you the charts on the screen. You don't have to go there and hear people talking about how to go build your team left and your team right. You could sit there in a room, locked in, learning about trading. You can learn about higher highs, higher lows, market structure, order blocks, breaker blocks, all of the important things, but in person. How amazing would it be to run these in-person boot camps and really pour back into the field? And that's the whole entire mechanism behind this, okay? Now, the beautiful thing about the 3-month and the 6-month pack is that it's really gonna help a lot of people get started and be here for the long-term vision. Look, I'll be honest with you. A lot of people get started in Akashx. They have no clue about trading whatsoever. They get their funded account. They don't know what's going on. They connect it to Tap to Trade. They start taking taps. They start taking signals. They over leverage. They make 2 to 3 mistakes. They blow their challenge account, and then they're not renewing the second month. And they don't even know why they're not renewing. They just think that it didn't work. But with the 3-month package, that means that I don't have to force someone to open up their challenge account right away. That means I can put them on a demo. That means from a demo, I can tell them, go get a cash account. Once they go get a cash account, guess what else is going to happen after that cash account? They're going to do what? Then they're going to transition into their challenge account after they've learned the lessons. They have to get their feet wet a little bit. How crazy is it to take somebody who knows absolutely nothing about trading, give them a challenge account and be like, here are the rules, figure it out? It doesn't make any sense. So although this commission engine is so powerful, I want you guys to know that my focus is the end user. My focus is how is the customer going to experience Akashx? And how is that customer going to appreciate all the hard work and dedication that every single person that's part of Akashx works so hard to create? So the idea is that we get to work together as a community to make this happen. Okay, guys, so I'm really, really excited about this part right here. And I just want to check my notes here to make sure that I didn't miss anything. Okay, so now what do we do from here? What's our call to action? Number one, guys, Akashx being a standalone company with a singular focus just means that you're going to have a better experience overall. That's number one. Number two, The call to action is this. I want every single individual who experienced this webinar today to let people know exactly what happened here today. See, this is earth-shattering, groundbreaking information that Akashx has put out there. And it's your duty, obligation, responsibility to let the world know what this looks like. So go on your Facebook stories, your Instagram stories, wherever you do social media, and let everybody know that Akashx on November 4th is going to completely change the game. Let people know that, hey, this is the last time you can get started in Akashx and get a 10K challenge on a monthly membership. This is the last time you can get started in Akashx and grandfather yourself into 149. Because as soon as November 4th comes, we have the new pricing model, the new commission engine, and overall, we get to serve each other at a much higher level. Okay, guys, so if your Akashx ended today, yes, you will be grandfathered into the lowest price. So make sure anybody who's inactive, you don't have your membership, you make sure you get back active by the 3rd of November so you can be grandfathered into that pricing. And then the last thing with a call to action too is now is the time to pick up the phone and call everybody you know in the industry. Be like, look, we just created a groundbreaking compensation plan that's not like the wealth plan. Akashx didn't bend the knee and just do what all the other companies are doing. They created something that rewards the right behaviors and allows people to actually thrive inside this community. So call every affiliate, every leader, everyone you know in the industry, and let them know that Akashx is about to disrupt and innovate in the industry yet again. And why is this a full circle moment for me, guys? Last thing I'll say from a big vision perspective is, look, there is a time in my life where I was working at a gas station. In the state of New Jersey, I don't know if you guys know this, but in this state, there's gas attendants that actually pump your gas for you. Okay, and I was one of those guys when I was 19 years old. I dropped out of college. I had no future. I didn't know what I was going to do. And I remember specifically, it was like right after Christmas. It was such a cold winter day. And I don't know if you guys know this, but when you work outside, okay, and you're standing outside in the cold, and at a gas station, you can't wear gloves because you have to count money, all right? So your fingers are out in the cold air. And I don't know if you know this, guys, but the corners of your finger nails, they get so dry that they actually crack and they split open. And anytime your finger touches, like rubs against something, it's extreme pain. And I remember being there 19 years old, making $400 a week, working 12 hours a day, 6 days a week, pumping gas and asking myself, is this my future? Like, is this like the rest of my life for real? Like, I'm only 19 years old. How could I be in this position? What can I do? And now, 35 years old, and 5 years ago, I made a decision to get started in this industry and make something amazing happen. And I remember in 2016 when I made a decision to start trading and investing in the financial markets. These two decisions, one in 2016, set me on fire. The one in 2020 poured gasoline on my mission. Fast forward to 2025, I've helped mentor over 75,000 students globally. I've made millions of dollars in this industry personally. I've helped create multiple 6- and 7-figure income earners. I've launched multiple brands that have made millions and millions and millions of dollars in revenue. And the reality is, if I can do this, you can too. You don't need to know all the information right now. You don't even need to know 100% of what we discussed today. What you do need to understand is that it's your turn and it's your time. We worked extremely hard to get to this point, and this community has endured a lot. It has not been an easy journey. It has not been an easy road. But the one thing I could tell you about me is when the going gets tough, I'm not cutting loose looking for the easiest route. I'm all in. I'm not going anywhere. This company, this brand has changed my life. And I'm so blessed, highly favored, and grateful that I have the ability to even pour 5% or even 1% of any idea that I have into this. Look at what we've done with Zeus. I mean, it's incredible. People are silently doubling their accounts. Look at what we've created with Tap to Trade. Look at what FX Edge is doing right now in the markets. Look at what Ivan and Hugo are doing. Look at what Arabella is doing. If you think this is great, just imagine where we'll be 12 months from today. Guys, I'm telling you right now, when the going gets tough, it's all about zooming out. When in doubt, zoom out. You know, when you're looking at a chart, let's say you're looking at gold on the 5-minute time frame. You might see gold is selling right now. But if you go to that daily time frame and you go to that weekly time frame, what is gold showing? All-time highs, bullish. So when you're in life, when you're living life, always understand that when in doubt, zoom out. Every single person who elects to go on this journey with us and take this thing to the next level, I guarantee you, you will be looked after. And I don't want you guys thanking us today for all of these incredible changes that Josh and the incredible tech team and the leadership have put together. When I want you to thank me is 10 years from today. On October 29th, 2035, I want you to thank me for being able to be here for a decade, to feed your family, to build a life, to live your life by design. Let's go and focus on doing this thing for the next 10 years. I'm not even focused on the money that I'm going to make or what's going to happen for the next 3 years. I don't even care. My main focus is event to event, retreat to retreat, community to community, mentorship after mentorship, guidance after guidance, one foot in front of the other. We're not going to let the ego get in the way. We're not going to let our own success cloud our mind and think that we're bigger than anything, because if anyone knows, God in the universe can take away from you like this. So we're going to be humble. We're going to have humility. We're going to focus on changing lives, and we're going to run this thing up to the moon. I could tell you how hard we worked here to get to this point. It's irrelevant. You know what matters? What we do on November 4th. How the industry knows that we show up on November 4th. Never forget November 4th. This is exactly the mindset we need to have. November 4th, I want you guys to understand, now the comp plan is going to be on a week-by-week status, which means on November 4th, okay, what that means is the week will finish, all right, from November 4th. That basically means November 11th will be our first week, our first full week on the comp plan. I want to see how many of you can hit founder. I don't even care if you're interested in building. Look how easy it is. Go put 5 people on your left, 5 people on your right, 10 people in your team. You're making $250 a month, plus your membership is waived. Guess what? You've earned something in this comp plan. Let's recognize you. Let's see how many founders we can create just in the first week alone. Let's take a look at all the people who are going to hit diamond and above. That first week, we need to make something incredible happen. We need to put the industry on notice, okay? Now, the other thing, guys, we're going to come out with a training for this comp plan to really tie all this in. So keep your eyes and ears out. We'll have a flyer, a date and a time before the 4th to really show you guys how to build this comp plan. And just really take this thing to the next level. Again, we're going to start those training series as well to make sure that you guys really understand, you know, how to build your businesses, how to have a bigger mindset, how to dream bigger. The reality is whatever you want in your life is only going to come to you based off of your financial thermostat. Look at your bank account right now. The money that you have in your bank account right now is because your own mindset. See, every single person is born on this planet with a free mind, with a blank slate. What affects it? Our environment, our family, our parents. You know, some of us are born in families that are completely broke and they're always fighting about money. Some of us are born in households where we don't even know who our parents are. We don't even know who they are. We're in orphanages. We're in foster care. There's some people whose parents die when the kids are a very young age. People's lives are completely turned upside down. And if your parents are here right now on this planet, you should be so grateful. You should be so thankful that you have access to your parents. See, when you start to appreciate the small things in life, the universe starts to reward you. But you have to understand, your current financial situation is a byproduct of all of the negative things that have happened in your life. All that nurture has created this very moment for you. But in order for you to actually win, it starts in here. Increase your financial thermostat. Understand that it's possible for you. It is your God-given right to grow. It is your God-given right to live abundantly. It is your God-given right to choose a better life. But the thing is, it doesn't happen overnight. The decision has to be made. Somebody has to decide in your family who's going to break the curse. Akashx is the best vehicle to help you get there. But Akashx is not going to be the thing that does it for you. You still have to do it. It's completely up to you. So we've made all these changes. We've created the best company in the industry. We built the best compensation engine. We built the best customer back office. We built the best affiliate back office. There is no competition. Other companies right now are trying to figure out how to pay their affiliates. Other companies right now are trying to figure out how to have just a click approve on your phone to take a trade. They can't figure it out for the life of them. They're investing hundreds and hundreds of hours of time into trying to build something that we've had for 2 years. It can't get any better than this, ladies and gentlemen. Corporate's done its job. It's over. I don't think I can ask Josh to do one more thing to help us grow. It's up to us. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm super grateful. I'm excited. I'm humbled. I'm honored. Let's go out there. Let's win. Let's crush it. Let's take this thing to the next level. And look, guys, if you're confused about anything, like I said, we'll have the training. We'll make a flyer. We'll announce. We'll start from the 4th. We'll start these trainings. We'll get everything dialed in. We'll get all the information out to you guys. Again, from now until through November 3rd, activation fee is waived. Everyone gets started for $149. Monthly accounts get the 10K challenge account. Last time this could ever happen, ladies and gentlemen, grandfather your people in, pick up the phone and dial, say, hey, this is your last chance. Get active now or get left behind. Akashx is going standalone. They're taking this thing to the next level. I appreciate you guys like crazy so much. God, and we'll catch you. Take care.